Good afternoon. It is Thursday, May 20th, 2021, and today was mostly an uptrend day. As you can see in the overnight, it looked like prices were ranging, and then we made this low, and we just made this big leg up, and straight from the open, we just started trending up. And to begin with, Mac had this channel drawn steeper, but I'm pretty sure this is how it is supposed to be drawn. I'm sure he'll probably adjust his, and it works. We get an overshoot that leads to a break, and now we're getting one leg up, two legs up to a new high. That looks like it might be failing. It might fail out right now. You can see we didn't make it to the top of the trend channel unless we get a bounce right here. But I don't think I missed any trades. We'll see when we go back through it. Unfortunately, this massive move in the overnight you can't get in on. There's no way to get in on it. So yeah, here I'll run through it at least. First entry, second entry, and the signal bar is just not good enough. And it doesn't look like it's off of a trend line. Then you get this pullback to the trend line. I don't think you can enter there. It's far from the EMA. Prices we still think are ranging. So, but prices continue to just trend up, and we get a break of the trend channel here, some dojis. This is really far from the EMA. It is a second entry, though. So, let's see. Is that at the overnight? And it's above the overnight highs. I feel like I should mark this as aggressive. It's a second entry, so trade it like a trap. Yeah, I do like that, as a matter of fact. But yeah, it's definitely aggressive. First entry, second entry, I'd enter right above this bar. And yeah, it's a trap. It turns out to work well. Get a first entry here, second entry. That's kind of a doji, but we're just trending up strong. So that's why I like that. And I don't like that it didn't pull back to the EMA completely. That's why I marked it aggressive. If it was off the EMA, I would have marked that as a blue trade, not aggressive. Here, we could break into some congestion, and you get a first entry. This is actually, I looked at this as a, it's technically, yeah, it looks like a first failed second entry short. I like it because it's off the EMA. What I did, I took this trade. I took a second entry. And the problem here is look how far away it is from the EMA. So I got stopped out, and it really just looks like this is part of the same swing. So it's like it didn't make a swing low. So, yeah, this was tough. I was a bit surprised that it didn't work, but I mean, yeah, it's far from the EMA. So it is a second entry long, but it failed. And I'm pretty convinced that's why. Plus, look how congested this is too. So really you want to be getting entries that are like down here. So yeah, we break out of congestion, pull back, and you get a second entry. I don't think you can enter just because it's not the low of the swing, but I mean, I really like this, so I would like entering, maybe enter on a limit order above this one, use this as your signal bar. I don't know. Let's see what Max says about that. Get a first entry, second entry. Get this congestion, breaks out, fails. And then you get a second entry off the trend line, and I like that a lot. And yeah, that's the last long that I saw. I don't think you can do anything here. That is a second entry. That is a second entry, so failed second entry short. Right there, it's far from the EMA though. And this one is at the top of the trend channel, so that's why I don't like that, but it's 3 ticks, and it's off the short-term trend channel too. So you might go long on that just because it's low risk, and we're in a strong uptrend. And then we get the overshoot, and prices start to trend down. Get a first entry, second entry short. So I mean, the only reason I marked this as aggressive is because we've been trending up all day. it is off the trend line, and we got an overshoot. So this is risky for sure, but it would have worked if you took it. And then you get a first entry, second entry. This is a trap. People are thinking that the trend channel will still hold, so they take this higher low and go long above it. But yeah, overshoot usually leads to a break, and that's a nice trap. So you get a short there. Now we're below the EMA, and we start trending down, and you get a well, this looks like a second entry short, but I think it's technically not. I think it's technically a first entry. Oh, but it's a failed second entry long. First entry, second entry. I like that. Off the trend line. Here we get a... Yeah, you can't enter this, unfortunately. We get the leg up at an attempt to a new high, and then we can just get congestive here. And now we're in our second leg up. So I wanted to take this because it looked like a failed second entry short. But I wanted to get this video going. So I do like this. Let's mark that as aggressive, as a failed second entry short. This is a nice trap. Let's talk about this. So we get this congestion. This congestion formed in an uptrend, okay? So then we get the breakout, the counter trend breakout, and that fails. And then we get micro congestion in here. You get a first entry. So let's look at it from the short side. First entry, it breaks higher, then goes down. So this is a second entry. Okay, so people are going short here, but that's counter trend. So you get this nice bar, and this is a trap right here. So I don't think you can trade that. Too congestive. Maybe you can because this is into the midline. Yeah, that's enough for a scalp. But I think you're better off waiting. We don't know where the trend line is yet either. Here we know where the trend line is. And yeah, I like how this bar closed. So that's what I saw today. Getting some good trend days lately. Yeah, and I suggest getting your trades in early, man. It's just easier. First like hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just easier to know what's going on. But anyway, I'm done for today. I'll see you tomorrow.